Today, I wanted to talk about how we create our reality and how to shift if we're not happy with what we are experiencing. So we assume things all the time about ourselves, about the world, about what's possible. Our assumptions are based on what we have learned, what we adopted as truths. We live in a matrix of assumptions, and we think that these are the only true ones. So awakening means that we start questioning our assumptions and assumptions of our society. And that's your power. The power lies in the fact that your identity is not fixed. That you can assume something new, something empowering, something that will propel you into immense growth, and the outcomes will follow. So if we want to know what our assumptions are, and most of them are subconscious, and the more you become aware, the more they surface out and become known. When awareness grows, we can hear ourselves speak and think and speak. You notice when you want to say that something's too expensive for you, for example, that you can't afford it. You solidifying that for yourself. You making it true. The universe says, yes, you can afford it, and that's what you receive. It's self-fulfilling prophecy every time. So in order to shift our assumptions, we need to, number one, be aware. Number two, decide what we want. Because when we are operating from unconscious, we usually get what we don't want because we start reacting to the things we don't want. So, and these are the triggers. Emotional triggers show us that we're focusing on things that we don't want with our limiting subconscious thoughts. So in order to attract into our life things that we want, we need to become a match, vibrational match to those things. And in order to become a vibrational match to those things, our identity, what we assume about ourselves, needs to shift. So because what we assume to be true becomes your lived reality. This is by Neville Goddard. So the law of assumption teaches us that your state of being, your assumptions about yourself, about life, about others, and what is possible creates conditions of your lived experience. And this is very powerful, because at the heart of understanding that your inner state generates your outer reality is your power. Your subconscious accepts your assumption as truth, and then the world rearranges according to your inner state, inner identity. This means that your beliefs, emotional tone, self-concept, they all are actively shaping your relationships, your opportunities, your income, your emotional landscape, the people and situations you attract, the way others treat you, and choices you make, and the momentum you live in. So basically everything. So everything is a mirror, not as punishment, but as information to shift you into deeper alignment with who you truly are. For example, when you assume life supports me, what happens in the body? Body relaxes. You trust life. You take inspired action, bold action, and then support appears. And life feels easy. But if you assume that something will go wrong, what happens in the body? There's a tension, contraction. You notice threats. You hesitate to take action. And life feels heavy. So, and the same with people. People can feel your assumptions about yourself and about life. Life can feel it. Life knows It's just universal law. So when you assume that you are valued, life reflects that, people reflect that, people treat you with respect. When you assume that you are too much, people mirror that back to you. When you assume abundance, opportunities appear. It's all self-fulfilling prophecy, and it starts with our identity. That's where it begins. Our identity is the assumptions we make. And then from identity, there is thoughts that follow, and then the emotions, behavior, and outcomes. So, this is where my work becomes powerful. Because if you have followed me for a while, you know that I work with triggers, emotional triggers. Emotional triggers reveal our hidden assumptions. And then it shows us where the emotional resistance contradicts our desired reality. And that's where, in releasing that emotional resistance, the stories behind that helps us shift into a higher state of being. And our higher state of being will create a higher outcomes, but not with forced affirmations. It's a deep work from the root, healing the roots, and then life blossoms. You blossom. You realize that everything you have believed wasn't true. So take your power back. So what I offer is a long-lasting transformation. One session is $220 USD, and 3 months is $2,200 USD. That's a profound transformation. You will not be the same as you entered. Your life will shift in many ways. If you're ready, willing, and able, the links are in the description below. I look forward to working with you. Bye for now.